Yeah! Welcome everyone to SmackDown review. January 31st, 2020. A-King Bro is back at you. Let's get right into the show. They called it the SmackDown Super Show tonight. So let's see what's really super. So first off, you got Reigns and the Usos, the Bloodline, cutting a promo, going back and forth with Corbin, Ziggler, and Rude, going back and forth, talking trash to each other. And ultimatum comes up, a stipulation comes up. The losing team has to eat dog food. So this seems like this is going to be the blow-off match. This is going to be the end of the feud. This is going to be the write-off. And me and just like many other fans out there, we're ready to see something fresh. We're ready to see something new. These two have been going at it. These two, Reigns and Corbin's been going at it for months. It's time to look forward, something fresh. So yeah, I can't wait for that. Next up, we get the Fatal 4-Way tag team match. The winner faces the New Day for the SmackDown tag team titles in the future. Teams include the Heavy Machinery, Miz and Morrison, the Revival, and the Lucha House Party. Shama's match, just I don't like when teams just thrown together, and then I'm not into Fatal 4-Way tag team. I mean, just too many bodies, too many guys around, So Miz and Morrison win this match. I'm interested in the New Day and Miz and Morrison tag title feud. I'm with it. It was announced that Miz and Morrison's old sideshow, showed the dirt sheet that they used to do back in the day. So it's been like 13 years since we've seen the dirt sheet. So I'm looking forward to that next week. So I'm counting down to that. I'm looking forward to it. Next up, we got Mandy Rose and Otis in a backstage segment, and Otis is just like nervous around Mandy. He doesn't look confident, but he finally urges up the courage to ask her to go on a date next Friday. But Mandy's like, I have plans and stuff like that. I got plans, I can't do it. But I'm free the next Friday, the following Friday, and that following Friday actually falls on Valentine's Day, so that makes it extra intriguing, extra special. I'm anxious. I can't wait to see that Otis and Mandy on a date on Valentine's Day. So I like that about WWE creative. Get me looking forward to something 2 weeks in advance. I like that. No problems with that. I'm looking forward to it. Next up, we get Alexa Bliss, a 5-time women's champion, and Nikki Cross against Fire and Desire, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Alexa Bliss picks up the win for her team. Standard, quick tag match, nothing special. It's weird seeing Alexa Bliss, not in the main event scene. She's been in the main event scene since being called up in 2016 and beating Becky Lynch at TLC 2016 to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. So, it's only a matter of time till Vince puts her back in the main event scene for now. But, Bliss gets the win. Next up, we got the highly anticipated, I use that term loosely, highly anticipated, I use that loosely, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Braun Strowman for the IC title. Shinsuke Nakamura has had a horrible IC title run. It's been forgettable, non-memorable. It's been trash. It's been garbage. Ever since he won the title back in July, he's only defended it on TV 3 times. So I don't really care who wins this match, but Braun wins this match. The story here is he finally wins his first singles championship, which is the IC title. And a man of his size, a man of that caliber, 385, 6'8", you would think that we have multiple world title runs by now, being on the roster for about 4 or 5 years now. And this is his first singles win, and it's a mid-card title, the IC strap. Now, I like the IC strap. It's prestigious. It has history. It has a rich history. But Braun Strowman is so much capable. He's much more than a mid-card title. Jobbing to Seth Rollins, jobbing to Roman Reigns, jobbing to Brock Lesnar. It's just disappointing. And seeing Shinsuke being reduced to this, being at the level he was at NXT and now on the main roster, treated as an afterthought. It just is just a shame. I don't really care who won this match, but happy for Braun. He finally gets the singles title. Let's see what he does. See what it goes. Next up, we got Elias. Elias is about to come out and play some music for us, like always. I want to see him wrestle, but Like that's a shtick. So Elias about to play us some tunes. Cesaro comes out, interrupts him. They start brawling, and Elias gets the upper hand, cleans house. He stands tall. He looks strong. Cesaro looks like a punk. He looks soft. As always, they don't know how to use Cesaro. It's a shame. A man of that talent. You know, the guy's a wizard in the ring, and that's how they treat him. But Elias looks strong. I guess that's what the goal of that segment was. So moving on, we have a rematch from the Royal Rumble from Sunday between Shorty G, a.k.a. Chad Gable, against the returning Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Sheamus wins this match. I don't see why they had to do this match again. You know, Sheamus won decisively at the Rumble. Why did you have to stick another fork in Gable? Gable just getting buried deep into the ground. It is what it was. Short match. Sheamus won decisively again. Hope they don't put these two in the ring again. So let's just move forward with this feud. So Sheamus wins pretty easily. Next up, we got Bayley. Women's champion Bayley comes out, cuts a promo bragging about her win Sunday against Lacey Evans. She brags how no woman has beaten her since she's won the women's championship. Nobody's on her level. No one's in her league. But Naomi comes out. She just came back to the Sunday after a long hiatus. Naomi's back, who I believe is the most athletic women's wrestler in the history of WWE. Naomi, she just brings that. She has that charisma. She has that spark. She has that flavor that I like, that I love. Bayley doesn't have that, whether she was a heel or a face. She just didn't have that. She didn't have that spark, that glow that Naomi has. So it looks like Naomi is probably going to be next in line. But the segment went, and Naomi was calling out Bayley saying, "Oh, you never beat me." Bayley decks Naomi, and they start brawling. Naomi gets the upper hand. Bayley's, laying outside the ring. Naomi stands tall, looking strong. So I'm all for Naomi championship running. The last time she was champion was SummerSlam 17 when Natalya beat her. I think made her tap out. So it's been almost 3 years since Naomi's been the champion. So I'm up for a fresh Naomi title run. Fresh, something new. You know what I mean? So next we got the main event: the Usos and Roman Reigns against King Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and Rod Roode. Of course, Roman Reigns and his cousins, the Usos, win this match. The blow off of this feud. Of course, Corbin, as the heel he is, tries to get out of the deal that he made at the beginning of the show. But Usos and Reigns stop him. They handcuff him to the pole, and he's dog food. And it looks like this feud has come to a close. It's been long enough. This feud has been dragged along. It's finally come to a halt. It's time for Reigns to get ready for WrestleMania, start building him up. He's been in the mid card since he came back from his treatment from cancer. He's fresh. He's back. So nobody can complain that he's being shoved down our throats. Nobody can complain. Reigns hasn't been in a world title match since Hell in a Cell 2018. I believe that's it. Yeah, I want to say Hell in a Cell 2018. So yeah, nobody can complain how Reigns has been shoved on our throats. So it looks like he's gonna face the Fiend. I predict he's gonna win the Elimination Chamber on March 8th. And go on to face the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, on April 5th. We'll see what happens. But Reigns, it's time for him to get back in the main event title picture. He's the top guy. He's Vince's guy. So it's only a matter of time. Now look to bigger and better things. Roman Reigns is going to be back in the main event spotlight. So that was Super Smackdown. Was it super? I give it about a 5 out of 10. It didn't feel really super to me. It felt like a standard SmackDown. Of course, we had a title change, but who cares? But I enjoyed the main event, and I enjoyed the little backstage exchange between Otis and Mandy. So those are only two things I really highlighted of the show. That was SmackDown for January 31st, 2020. Thank you for watching my video. Be confident, be blessed. And A King Bro's out. Yeah.